Hi everyone. I am here with the second collage challenge for Marguerite Miller, and it's hashtag 2020 CO2. So I just finished collecting all of the things that I needed. So let's get the list. I have paint chips that I got at wherever I got them at, hardware store, Walmart, something like that. So I decided to use that to write the prompt on. And this one is, sorry, got cat hair everywhere. This one is something with pink, sheet music, a clothing tag, a list, text from a book, and the bonus is rubber stamping with 2 colors. So that's our list. I'm going to set that there and we'll attach it somehow or integrate it later on. I have my list of items. These are the 2 stamps that I have. Like a doodly type of flower. This is a background. And then I've got my collaging materials with book pages, and I have a piece of scrapbook paper. This little item is Shabby Dabby Doodah digital printable, and it's the Curator's Collection, and it's the floral one. So I have 2 pages of music paper. The only music paper I have is from a hymnal. And so I kind of went through and tried to pick something that was suitable for what's going on now. And this one is geared towards City, Nation, World, which is appropriate. I also have a poetry book by this author, Helen Steiner Rice. I actually have 3 of them. And this quote was in the front, which this one is, oh no, that's just the other side. The quote says, "In these days of dark distress, teach us to love more and hate less." And I kind of really liked that and thought that was also appropriate for all the goings on now. Here is the other piece. That's the Shabby Dabby Doodah Curator's Collection and the floral botanicals, I think is what it is. I also have this handmade tag from Sarah from the Mushroom Market. It's handmade paper, and she just embossed it, and so yeah, I have one of those. I have my clothing tag. Yep, it's an Old Navy tag. I don't really keep clothing tags, so that's what I have. And then this is my list, which I just went online and just typed in top 10 classic books to read. So I thought, well, I didn't want to put like a grocery list or something like that on, or a to-do list. So I just thought, oh, I am trying to read more, so here's a list of books to read. So I'm going to show you one more time. This is hashtag 2020 CO1. This was the first prompt. And I have this flip here. And inside that is the list of the items for the first one. I actually really love how this turned out. So I'm super happy with that. And you flip it and it's got the bird in there and some stamping, and just I really like how that turned out. So now we're going to go on here. I don't know if it's going to be a spread or if it's just going to be one page. I don't know. It might be a spread. It could be. What the heck. Let's just see what happens. So let's start with the collaging and grab all that. Oops. I'm going to try very hard not to turn my pages back and forth also, but I can't promise that it's, not going to happen again. So, all right, so these are more decorations. This can be for collaging. This can be for collaging. collaging. That can be for collaging. And actually I do kind of want to use some, I love these images in this. So I think what I'll do here is tear the quote. Alright, so I just want to tear that out because I really love these flowers and I really kind of want to use some of that. And tear that off. Okay, so we've got that and that. Anything on there? That's the author's name, so I might, what the heck, I might as well put that in for some collaging too. And then the paper can be used for stamping. Oops. Just trying to get ready, things together. Yeah. Actually, maybe I'll use the date side. I think I will. Then I can write on there today's date. That's a good idea. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, there we go. Maybe we'll just stick that on there too. All right, so this can be later as well. Just stick all that stuff there, that there. Okay, guys, let's pull. I'm gonna use this also for my blue paper, but that can be for collaging. So okay, let's just take that and we'll start somewhere. Let's just. Is in here. Okay, so let me, there's my glue stick. So I hope everybody's doing well. My husband he is still in a lot of pain, but the good thing is that he is figuring his way of doing things. So, like, we got him up in his chair today so he can play on his computer. And so that was a good thing. And he's able to pretty well maneuver around where he needs to go in the house. We actually went outside yesterday. I had some, just some yard maintenance to do. Not mowing. We have dogs, so I had yard maintenance to do. You know what? Let's do the black. So yep, that got done yesterday right before it started to rain. So that was nice. Glad that happened. Let's maybe put, what's this? You know what? Excuse me. The other thing that was nice about yesterday was the temperature was just gorgeous. I mean, oh, it was like, I had a sweatshirt on, and by the time I was finished picking up the yard, I was actually hot. So yeah, it was beautiful. Now, of course, it's cold and gloomy again. Ohio weather is definitely hot and then cold in like all in one day. We pretty much go through all 4 seasons in a day. And yeah, that sounds crazy, but that's the way it is. Let's just slap you there. Let's cover that up. I don't have any rhyme or reasoning for placing my papers. I just kind of wherever I feel like I want to put it. So again, it's just adding some interest to the background and all of that stuff. So anyway, hope everybody is having a good day. We're doing well. My family, well, my husband, it's my family too. So, but to differentiate, my husband's family, siblings, parents, we are all getting together to do a conference call thing. Because we haven't seen each other really in a long time. Most of us since Christmas, actually. So yeah, it's been a while. And the crazy thing is we all live very close to each other, but you know, we all have things going on in our lives. So today we are going to do a Zoom teleconferencing thing, which I think is going to be nice and fun. And can I pull that up? Maybe stick that under there? Oh, I can. I did this the other day and it actually worked out quite well. And then I just glued it back down just so I can hide that one edge. I don't mind the straight edge, like if it's on the if it's on the around. I can't even think. Again, I hope you guys can see this. It was pretty bad the other day when I was editing my video last night. I was like, oh no. So let's do this book page. Oh, this is super old paper. I think I'm gonna just glue it on here because I know I will tear that and I don't want to do that. So in order for me not to do that, I'm gonna stick it right on there because this is very fragile, very old. This was one of the pages I got from like a starter kit on Etsy. Don't you think I looked it up too and I can't remember it? I didn't write it down. Isn't that always how it goes, right? Alright, let's maybe put some of this here. Okay. So, yeah, we're just kind of doing our thing right now at home. Talk to my neighbor. He owns the pizzeria that lives that's right across the street from where I live, and he said business is doing pretty well. So I was kind of glad to hear that because you don't want to hear like your neighbors going through stuff and it being not great. Alright, I think I'm gonna put some of my music. Oh, and I just threw paper on the floor. What a shock. Alright, let's see. So yeah, he came over and checked on us. Saw my husband was obviously out of commission and was like, "Oh no, Alex, what happened?" And so, that was nice to see a neighbor and chit chat for a while. Okay. Need some book page, maybe, or music. Let's do some music. It doesn't really matter. I'm actually really happy that I was watching YouTube and saw this challenge. I really like it. It's kind of a fun challenge. So maybe that there. I do have more book page, so I'm not worried about if I use what's left. Of course, the yellowed page, that nice old, this one here, that is on the floor. Okay. Alright, let's... Oh, I was going to put that there, wasn't I? Yes, I was. Let's maybe... Yeah, let's just do that. Alright guys, what do you think? Maybe let's put some of these flowers down. Yep, I think we'll put that there. Okay. So, the gentleman who's coming to help us take our dogs out was telling me that I guess in parts of, I don't know if it's either Ohio or just parts of the country, but people are getting ticketed for being out, and the tickets are like $750, like, for a ticket if you're out and about. So, that's kind of sad. And honestly, I was also pretty saddened to hear when Rachel said that in Italy, like, if there's two people in the car, you can get in big trouble for that too. And I don't know, it's scary how everything is just it's kind of crazy times right now. It's just kind of crazy times. Makes me sad. It certainly breaks my heart. that, that's what's going on right now in our world, really. Yeah. So, on a brighter note, I was talking to my friend yesterday, and maybe across the top. Tear that. Yep. Across the top, and she's going to school, and she has a project that she's been working on about like, she's a sociology student, so it's kind of hard to be in these times when you're a sociology student and you have to do projects that are like socially, I don't know. So I was telling her about what's going on in our city and how a lot of the little community organizations have been getting together to like help people, whether it's, feeding the elderly or doing drive-through food pantries, and neighbors helping one another. I mean, all of that. I feel like that's kind of, see, I don't like that. I don't want that there. Okay. That's not cutting it for me, guys. Sorry. I have to pull that up. I don't like it. It's too much on there. Okay. Let's just put that there like that. So, there is some good going on in all this craziness, and I told her to try and, focus on something like that, because that's what we need to be focusing on, is the positive stuff. Because there certainly is enough to be sad and mad and, frustrated about, but there's also a lot of good things going on, and we really need to focus on those things, in my humble opinion. All right, so I kind of want to get rid of some of these collage sections, and figure out how I want to incorporate like the stamping. I wish I wouldn't have done that on there, because I was gonna stamp on there. I'm just gonna see if I can wipe off some of that glue so it's not as goopy as I think stamping on there will be nice. So, okay. Well, I guess I could have put that a different direction. Oh well. Alright. I might still use that for something. So there's our base. It's pretty well done. Excuse me. Just tearing out that quote that's in the book. I really want to incorporate that, maybe right there. That might be nice. Alright, just throwing that out. So we can maybe put like the date there, right? I've got this tag. That might be nice down there. With, oh, I was going to use that, but that's okay. No brown card today. Alright, so I was also thinking, like, if I do something like that, and then so I've got this cute little, like, stamp-sized one there. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna ink that because to me it needs inking. So I'm just gonna get my distress ink out. around these and also around the tag. I don't know that I'll ink around everything, but this to me, it needs it. So I'm just gonna do that. Also, it kind of covers up my awesome cutting skills that I have. It really is time for a new makeup sponge. I need to get them out. They're in a cupboard that has stuff in front of it. And so, yeah, that's why I haven't gotten it yet. But this is falling apart. So, I've been hoarding these tags because I just love them so much. I think they're the prettiest tags. And when I saw, oh, she did them a while ago. It was like early last year. That's how long I've been hoarding them. I think I only used them maybe in like 1 or 2 other projects. I don't have many of them left. And I don't think Sarah has her shop open. I haven't even seen any videos from her. But that doesn't mean she hasn't been filming any. I just haven't seen any, so. Okay, so we've got that. We've got that. Let's get, I'm going to use my tacky glue because this is bumpy surface, so my glue stick is not going to work for that. Oh, I'm already liking this. Definitely springy themed in here, which I like. Kind of ready for spring. Oh, I was in my, I don't have like a real like vegetable garden, but I don't have a lot of gardening space, so everything that I plant is typically in pots. And I have herbs that come back every year, mostly my chives, and they are growing like crazy right now. So, I was pretty excited to see, though, my mother-in-law and my nieces gave us super secret surprise gifts at Easter, which that's a thing in our family, and it's really cool. I love it. I love it. And so part of that was some herbs, and I got mint and lemon balm, I think I got. And I looked in my one pot that I planted in last year, and don't you know it, the mint is coming back. I don't know if the lemon balm will, but I'm really happy the mint is, because I love making sun tea or iced tea and using the mint in it. Oh, I love it so much. So I got these bundles of like lace and stuff from the resale shop not that long ago. And I was thinking maybe of using this like for a little tab. So scissors are a good thing to have. Yep. And let's just snip maybe right there. And I'm gonna stick that in my little drawer. I'm going to cut the ruffled part off of it. So, yep. That's gonna make a nice little tab. And I do have my Fabri-Tac. Or, well, it's actually 3-in-1, but I do have it out and handy. So, I'm gonna just do a little bit. What's happening here? Did my holes clog up? Might have. So I just punched holes in it, and it does take a second for it to come out. So let's do that. And then just flip that over and and then we will take that and just have that cute little pink tab. Oh, I like that. Now the other question is, do I want to do a pocket or do I want to just glue that on there? Right there. And the other thing is how to incorporate the clothing tag. Sure, right? So, all right, let's come back to the clothing tag. That's gonna end up being forgotten about. I just know it. I just know it. You know what? I'm gonna have this scrap from Shabby Dabby Doodah right here. I don't want to put anything thick on here. So what I'm gonna do is take this, my tacky glue, and I think she said this kit is vintage notes. Ooh. And I think I found the section I like. So let's try to get that on there pretty straight, and then I can just cut around that. Just getting my credit card. Well, it's not a credit card. It's actually a greenhouse store card that I've used for painting. Okay, like that. Needs more glue right there. Doesn't want to, of course it doesn't want to stay down, right? Okay. So we've got that. And just putting together the elements now. Hope I got the right section. Okay. Just trim that. So I don't know if anybody's watched any good series or anything. I haven't watched a single movie. I can't even tell you the last time I watched a movie. And I'm super far behind on all my shows. Haven't watched This Is Us. Haven't watched much of anything, actually. Oh, I had a thought. Yes, I do. That looks very nice, and that is the section I wanted. Those my brads? Yes, they are. Okay. Okay. So I have my Tim Holtz brads, the little ones, and I'm going to take. I actually have hole. That's the little hole. Okay, so that's the little hole. All right, so I'm going to attempt. I actually have a bit of a hard time with this. Not gonna lie. This We Are Memory Keepers tool. It's very heavy and bulky, and also just in general hard for me to kind of use. So I don't use it a whole lot. I'm going to ink around here as well, because I do think it needs it just to frame it out. But oh, I think that'll be actually really pretty. Okay, so since that has holes in it, and that has holes in it, nope, wrong way. Let's see if I can't that through there. Aha! I can. Alright, so we're going to have this be like a little bit of a double tag. Kind of like that. That's cute. And then you can, you know, move that to see underneath. Yes. Okay. So we have that, which is great. And I think we're just going to glue that on there because I really think that's what's needed. And now, is that dry? Yes. Okay. So my thought on the stamping was this. My mother-in-law was destashing, and she gave me some ink pads. So I have this background stamp, which I think will be perfect. So that'll be stamping in one color, right? Let's maybe just kind of, all right. That's okay if it's not pretty, because it's just a background. Going to do maybe like some there. That's better. Like almost like tiling, kind of. It's not gonna be perfect, but that's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah. All right. That's cute. I kind of like it. I'm just gonna stamp the rest of that off on there. Okay. Let's get that away. So I like that. And then this one here. This is one of my favorite stamps. I think let's do it in the brown or the black. Well, maybe the black actually. Now I'm thinking about it. Let's do it in the black. Stays on. I hope this is still recording. Alright, I'm standing up because that's going to be easier for me. And do I want to do it like that? I think I want to do it like that. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I like to leave it on there for a little bit so it soaks into the ink. I mean, soaks into the paper. You probably can see my head right now too. Isn't that awesome? Oh, that did not turn out nice, but that's okay because what I can do is just cover that up with something else and you'll still see the background of it. All right, that's on there. And maybe instead of putting that there, maybe we'll just, or better yet, even better, let's do that for layering. Yes. Okay. All right. Good. Figuring things out. That will work nicely, I think. So I want to try and get this done because I don't want this video to be 100 years. Also, it takes really long for me to upload to the cloud, and I don't understand why. I really don't. Okay, what am I missing? Text from a book, clothing tag, sheet music, something with pink, rubber stamping in 2 spots. So I did that there. Got the tag, which I'm going to put there. And then I've got this date, which I'm going to put that there. Now, while I was thinking about this, I think what I'm going to do is make that a tuck spot and put that in there to hold that. That's what I think I'm going to do. Yep. Okay. So, let's get this. And that needs some prettying up as well. So let's put you there. Right. Just wiping up any excess. Okay. And let's maybe I'm gonna tear around this like rose kind of area. Okay. It's been a lot of sirens lately, too, I've noticed. I guess it was a bad fire not that long ago. Or yesterday, maybe? Not that long ago. Shall we do that? I think that's nice. Yes, we shall. And again, because of my tearing, I'm gonna just ink that. Trying to get done here, guys, feel like this is probably an hour video already. Ooh, it's okay. I'll use my finger to smooth that out. And that'll be fine. Okay, let me just wipe my finger. Oops. Okay. And oops. How did I have that? Like that? I think I must have had it like that. Okay. Okay. Now, that, I'm thinking let's round the corners on that too. So that looks neater. And then we'll stick that kind of there for now. I'm not tucking it all the way in because the glue is not dry all the way yet. So I don't want to do that. Alright, so we've got that. And, oh, what am I missing? Clothing tag, a list. Oh, the list! That would be a good thing to stick in here. Alright. I'm not going to rip it. I'm just going to cut it. Okay. So, now. You know what? I'm thinking also, now that I'm thinking about it, I know I need to put something there, but I don't want to put the list there. I kind of want some journaling space. So I'll stick the list there. And I am going to... my skin is full of glue. I'm going to put the date on there and then do some writing in like these empty spaces here for my journaling. So I think I'm going to leave it at that. Actually, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think it's really pretty. I love the colors and how it turned out. So I like all the elements I've chosen as well. Alright guys, so I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you were able to see all of this. I guess I'll find out when I go to edit it. Alright, bye guys. Have a good day.